Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. My name is Sanjana, and I'm here to tell you about the impact I hope to make on the scientific community in 10 to 20 years. But first, I should probably switch off the car. Now, the impact that I hope to make on the science community is implementing our current knowledge of science to make the world safer for us all. More specifically, this ties to one of my recent science experiments. This science experiment has sought to see if we could use human blink patterns, or our eye aspect ratios, in order to detect behind the wheel if we were getting drowsy or distracted. Now, according to a study by the National Highway Traffic Association, there are tens upon thousands of deaths caused each year in accidents related to drowsy or distracted driving. My science project sought to see if I could use machine learning in Python to rectify this issue. I wanted to create an inexpensive device that people could mount on their cars that could alert them with audiovisual cues within a few seconds if their driving patterns were dangerous because of drowsiness or distraction. So after a lot of research into the area, using the dlib and OpenCV libraries in Python, I was able to create an algorithm that was able to do this efficiently. Within a couple seconds, using an eye aspect ratio, it could determine if the user was drowsy or distracted. Now, an eye aspect ratio is something that comes about from a particular library that divides the face into 64 points. 12 of these points are our eyes. There are 6 points that make up each eye. Using the Euclidean distance of each eye, the eye aspect ratio is able to determine how much an eye is open or closed, that can then be used to determine whether the user is distracted or drowsy. In coming years, I hope to develop this into an inexpensive consumer form factor using the Raspberry Pi core that would allow for the science knowledge used in machine learning and in developing an eye aspect ratio to make driving safer for everyone, especially adolescents. So let's start with a quick demo. As you can see here, I have my monitor attached to the Raspberry Pi attachment, and the frame here is about to get my camera streamed from the attached Pi camera. So right now I'm looking directly at the camera that would be mounted on my dashboard, and you can see the eye aspect ratio being calculated as the red number in the top right corner. Additionally, the terminal is printing out my running average EAR, so it can use my eye aspect ratio to later calculate my drowsiness. But let me mimic distraction. So now I'm looking straight at the camera, but let's say I looked away because I was talking to a passenger. So now I'm looking at you, not the camera. And in a little bit, you'll hear the audio-visual beeper that will alert me. There it goes. Now, this is just one example of one of the many ways I hope to impact the science community positively, but it's a great one because it shows how we can use our pre-existing scientific knowledge to implement it into driving and other everyday basic activities to create a safer world for us all. Let's get back to the road.